Hello, and welcome back to Pokemon Trivia. Today we're looking at some Pokemon that evolve rather more simply than most. We're going to start this off with Diglett and Dugtrio. To find out more about how it's supposed to evolve, we need to look at Dugtrio's Pokedex entry. The red and blue one reads, a team of Diglett triplets, hence there are 3 Digletts to make up a Dugtrio. And then Ruby and Sapphire entry reads, Dugtrio are actually triplets that emerged from one body. So therefore, you can either imagine that they'd be just 3 Digletts singularly travelling as a pack, as another of the Pokedex entry actually states, as the Stadium entry says, Diglett triplets that always travel together. So they're not joined, they just always travel together. And then the Emerald entry says, because the triplets originally split from one body, so we can assume it was one Diglett and it went under some form of mitosis, which is the splitting of sort of cells, so we can assume the same thing happened for a body, where they're all exactly the same, so hence why they think alike. Anyway, so they're basically just 3 Digletts together, I think we can assume that. However, if we look at Diglett's weight is 0.8 kilograms or 1.8 pounds, and Dugtrio's weight is 33.3 kilograms and 73.4 pounds. So it's kind of wrong, because you'd assume 3 Digletts together would weigh 2.4 kilograms, well actually they weigh 33.3. So, now we move on to the second set here, we have Magnemite and Magneton. Now if we go to Magneton's Pokedex entries, we can see that red and blue entry says it's formed by several Magnemite linked together. So obviously we can see there are 3 there. The Stadium entry also says they're formed by Magnemite that linked together, as do Gold, Silver, and also Fire Red and Leaf Green, and Diamond and Pearl, and a few others as well. So we can definitely assume it's just 3 Magnemite that have joined together. It's not any sort of metamorphosis or anything. So we can then look at Magnemite's weight. It's 6 kilograms or 13.2 pounds. And if we look at Magneton's weight, it's 60 kilograms or 132.3 pounds. So 3 Magnemites weigh 10 times as much as a normal Magnemite. So they should weigh about 18 kilograms, where they actually weigh 60 kilograms. This may be due to some form of the electrical charges between it, making it heavier or more dense, or something along those lines. But yeah. And for our next step, we have Koffing and Weezing. Now, immediately you may say, well, Weezing isn't just 2 Koffings together following the pattern. Well, actually it is. If you go to the Pokedex entries again, the red and blue entry states, when 2 kinds of poison gases meet, 2 Koffings can fuse into a Weezing over many years. Now this states many years. Stadium then says a twinned Koffing that forms on rare occasions. However, in Fire Red, it does say very rarely a sudden mutation can result in 2 small Koffing twins becoming conjoined as a Weezing, saying sudden mutation. The first one says over many years, but Fire Red says a sudden mutation, so... But then Leaf Green, which is paired with Fire Red, does say many years as well. So it's a bit debate really. Anyway, so we can assume it is 2 Koffings joined together. It may not look like it, but because one's bigger than the other obviously, but Weezing can actually shrink and inflate both of its heads, hence why there are 2 Koffings there. As one head gets smaller, the other gets bigger. So then if we look at Koffing's weight, it weighs 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds, and Weezing's weight is 9.5 kilograms or 20.9 pounds. So again, it should weigh 2 kilograms. Actually it weighs 9.5. This again may be due to some of the gases it's interacting with inside its body. Maybe it's more dense, the gas it's using is more dense, or something along those lines, but hence, nonetheless, it's still, And our last pair is Beldum and Metang. Now, Metang's Pokedex entries say in Ruby and Sapphire, when 2 Beldum fuse together, Metang is formed. So it's 2 Beldums, okay? And so does Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and Black White and Black 2 and White 2. They all say it's when 2 Beldum form, or join, or fuse together. Now obviously it doesn't look like 2 Beldums together, but if we go by the Pokedex entry alone, we can assume it's just 2 Beldums, okay? It doesn't say anything about extra metal that's being used or anything, it's just saying 2 Beldums fusing together. So, you can assume it's under high energy, so obviously that's why its body changes. So anyway, so it is 2 Beldums. Beldum weighs 95.2 kilograms or 209.9 pounds. Metang weighs 202.5 kilograms or 446.4 pounds. So 2 Beldums should weigh around about 190.4 kilograms. Metang weighs more. This may again it could involve some extra metal, or the metal might be changed during the process of evolution. We don't exactly know anything about that. It's still unclear in the Pokemon franchise what exactly evolution is. That's what all the Pokemon professors want to find out. But yeah, nonetheless, if it is just 2 Beldums, Game Freak's got it wrong. So today's episode was really just looking at these you could call them inaccuracies, but I wouldn't like to call them that, because Game Freak may be intending them to mean something else. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this bit of a longer trivia episode here. I'll be seeing you next time. Remember to check out yesterday's video, and yeah, bye.